Visualize getting the results you want most. As the popular adage says, don't try, do. All of us are capable of being the best versions of ourselves possible, but there's a catch to this. We have to actually believe that we are capable of doing it and achieving our goals. Visualization techniques are great because they convince our minds that we are already living the best life that we can live. It gets us in the mindset to attract more of the things we want because we are thinking to ourselves that we are already living in abundance. The law of attraction will help us to attract the things that we are focused on. One undeniable fact of this world is that there is energy in everything, even in our thoughts. If our energy is focused on negativity, we attract more negativity to ourselves. And when we are growing up and at the mercy of the adults around us, more often than not our power is buried. We stop believing we are capable of doing things for ourselves and often get used to not having full control over ourselves or our circumstances. But when we are grown, the truth is that now we do have full control. We determine the consequences of our actions, and we have to be focused on creating the lives that will be most beneficial to us. Only we know what it is we want and need the most, and as such, we are the ones who are in the most control, and we are the ones who have to be accountable for creating the lives and situations that we need in order to become the best versions of ourselves possible. But we doubt ourselves. We remember all the times the things that we wanted or valued weren't given to us. We remember all the times we made mistakes and things went wrong in ways we didn't know how to repair. We remember being powerless, and we often carry this attitude and discouragement with us throughout the rest of our lives. This is a dangerous mindset to have, and it is an attitude that can cause untold damage and ultimately prevent us from becoming the people we most want to be. We have to reclaim our own power and remember that we have authority over what happens to us. We also have to believe that when we set out to do something, we will have the resources and drive to achieve those things. When we use a visualization technique to focus on the goal we want, we can't just sit there and think, this is what I want. We have to tell ourselves, this is what is going to happen. Then, it is only a matter of letting our brains help us figure out how to manifest it. There is so much power in being able to believe that we are capable of achieving our goals. It prevents us from getting discouraged or distracted. It helps us to take steps forward rather than staying still and feeling stuck. We don't talk ourselves out of the things that need done to advance, because our success is already guaranteed. We aren't telling ourselves that our work is for nothing. We are working because we know that there will be a reward for us at the end of our toils. We know that what we are doing will be worth it. There's no question about it whatsoever. When we believe we will succeed, then we take all the stress of uncertainty out of the equation so we can focus on our own power and our ability to get from point A to point B. There's nothing wrong with being ambitious. There is nothing condescending about knowing that what you want to gain is coming to you. In fact, it is far more beneficial to you because sending that energy out into the world will only bring back more of the same. Live your life with a mindset of abundance. Know that there are plenty of resources and wealth in the world, and that some of it can easily find its way to you. Don't let yourself think that just because you are not in a position of accomplishment yet, that it isn't possible and that it's not on the horizon for you. Believe in yourself and believe in your goal. Tell yourself that it is possible, that it is already waiting for you at the end of your struggles, and live your life knowing that you are going to get there eventually. When we do that, we get there a lot faster, and our confidence in ourselves will skyrocket beyond anything we might have ever imagined when we were kids being told that what we want is impossible. Only you can decide what is possible for yourself. There are many people out there in the world who don't like to see an optimistic person. They will point out every single little thing that is wrong with your logic. They will tell us that we don't have the ability to succeed in this way or that. They will give us anecdotes and personal experiences that seem to them to prove that we are living in the clouds and that nothing we do is ever going to be good enough to achieve the things we want most to achieve. But these people are not you. Just because they have dug themselves into a rut doesn't mean that you have to do the same. But you can learn from their negative attitudes. Are these people successful in their lives? Have they lived out their goals and achieved the things they most wanted to? Are they living the best life they possibly can? The chances are high that no, they have not done those things. These are people who have been painfully disappointed in their lives and were not able to gather their strength to try again. Maybe they have heard these types of negative comments themselves, and they've begun to believe it. As mentioned previously in this training, it can be extremely dangerous for the mind to stay fixated on the negative things, and sooner or later, you will begin to believe the things that you hear consistently and ultimately attract more of the things that you are focused on. If you are focused on the futility of your effort and how pointless it seems to be able to do anything, then you will remain powerless and attract more failure and misery to yourself. However, you can use visualization in a way that can benefit you rather than hinder you. You can become the master of your own destiny by utilizing the techniques of visualization in a way that will allow you to fully capture the power in your own mind and attract success to you. One thing that can help is to surround yourself only with other successful people. People who understand the value of a hard day's work and who understand that we are capable of achieving great things. Weeding out the toxic and discouraging people in your life can be so rejuvenating and refreshing. We don't need to be influenced by other people's negative energy and unproductive mindsets. We don't need to surround ourselves with people who are more focused on petty arguments and ego conflicts than they are in improving themselves and becoming better people who are focused on achieving great things with their lives. When we are able to do this, then we are truly able to embrace our own power and believe without any hesitation that our goals are as good as accomplished. The steps we need to take to get there won't feel like they are dragging out and leading us to nothing. We will know that every move we make is meaningful, and we will attract people and situations into our lives that will help us to become the best version of ourselves possible in the shortest possible amount of time. Don't let yourself waver, and don't get impatient for your goals to be achieved. Just let yourself believe that when you set a goal, it is as good as done. And then you will be able to tap into all the previously unharnessed potential within yourself to make these things possible. You can achieve your goals and dreams, and visualization will help you to get there. As long as you are selective with the energy that you surround yourself with, and you don't let yourself get discouraged from believing you will succeed, then this will be one of the most powerful visualization techniques that you can utilize to make sure you achieve your goals in the shortest amount of time possible. But don't take our word for it. Try it out for yourself.